Welcome to Wealth Made Simple with Shaz, where you'll learn how to master your money through business, property, and tax-saving strategies. Your host has collectively helped his clients make tens of millions of pounds in additional profits through these strategic approaches to business. Introducing Shaz Nawaz, an award-winning chartered accountant, property tax expert, entrepreneur, and property investor.
Wealth, Shaz.
Mm-hmm.
The big, deep question. What is wealth? And it's your favourite answer.
How long do we have?
Well, I mean, I'm good for another couple of hours. How about you?
This will take us a couple of days just to scratch the surface.
Just to scratch the... Yeah, it really would. Which is fine. I mean, we can spend a couple of days on this. I don't mind.
Listen, the best answer I've found so far to any question is it depends.
Shaz, this is a yes or no question. It depends.
Yeah. No such thing as black or white or black and white.
Everything's got a little bit of a grey area. So it just depends on how much black and how much white.
Yes, yeah.
Love it.
So let's talk about the grey first and then we'll go to black and white. I mean, people usually, I get the point now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, to begin with, let's define what wealth is. And because a lot of people instantly think of wealth in a financial sense, in a monetary sense. And, you know,
and then associate certain things to it. We were talking about stereotypes earlier.
Yeah, and it is
which are far from the actual truth in that particular situation. Maybe true in another situation, but not in that particular situation.
It's not always
that
true.
Particular person. No, of course not.
No, but people generally associate wealth with assets, businesses, financial money. You know,
because that's how they see the world,
and
don't they, Kieron?
Yeah,
and that's how they want the world to be, and that's how they want their life to be. So wealth can be financial and monetary, but it also can be non-financial, non-monetary.
Yeah, I mean, beyond the monetary value, I mean, what about wealth as freedom? Freedom to
incredibly important.
Yeah, freedom to pursue your own passions, your own gain new experience, your own personal fulfillment.
Live life
and just
enjoy it and be there in the moment.
That can be wealth. Some people may define it not necessarily in a monetary value, but in a resource value, the resource of opportunities. They have the opportunity to do this, they have the opportunity to do that.
Or the contribution they can make.
Yeah, or the contribution, the positive impact they can make on the well-being of others, on, you know, or communities, or, you know, more than just the individual. Certain cultures, we're going back to, you know, our stereotypes again, but in certain cultures, wealth has the connotation of status. You know, if you have a higher status, you're wealthier. You know,
if you're wealthy, you have a high status, yeah.
What comes first, chicken or the egg?
Both at the same time. Oh, no, it depends.
It depends. But, you know, basically what we're saying is that wealth is very much subjective, based on the individual, based on the individual's wants, needs, life view, world view, experiences, and desires.
Absolutely.
Does that about sum it up? Yeah,
because I mean, you know, I was talking about this earlier on while driving to here, and I was saying to you that, you know, I've talked to so many people, and I've asked this question. I used to ask it a lot, still do, but not as often. Is define wealth, and you get a plethora of answers. Yes, the most common one is financial and money led. But that's not okay. So let's say, I mean, I've not been noting it down accurately, but let's say a quarter to a third of the people I've asked the question to have linked it with some kind of financial number. Okay, but the majority, okay, say other things like being healthy.
Health is wealth.
Yeah,
that's a family
contributing to society, giving back, sharing information, knowledge, experience, expertise, supporting other people, doing something in their community or the country that they come from, or the area that they come from, or the school that they went to, or the people that they have affinity and affiliation with.
Yeah, and it is interesting to speak to people about what wealth means to them as an individual, as a personal thing, because it is very personal. I mean, for me personally, my idea of wealth is freedom from worry. If I never have to worry about anything again, I am wealthy.
Yeah.
And okay, there is an argument that that includes financial worries. Yes, it does. All right, fine. But it's not.
It's not the be all and all.
But it's not the be all and end all. No, I would rather be healthy than super rich. I mean,
End of the week, yeah.
Yeah. I want to see my family healthy. I want to see my family doing well. I want to see others succeed. I want to help others succeed. That's my personal cause. That's my personal purpose. Yeah, I'm not on this earth to see others fail, and I'm certainly not here to cause others to fail.
Absolutely.
So for me, wealth is, and we've said this before, a rising tide raises all ships. Personal wealth for me would be to be the tide that can raise all those around me along with myself, because it goes hand in hand. If they're going up, I'm going up with them.
Yep, absolutely.
But so on that side of things, is there a specific way to think about wealth? And I personally think there is. I think there is a wealth mindset, because it's the removal of limiting beliefs. It's the removal of...
It's believing in abundance, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
There's no lack of anything. Okay? And just because it's not a zero-sum game. Even the pursuit of money isn't a zero-sum game per se. Okay? There's no winner and loser.
No.
Both, if there's two parties, let's keep it simple, both parties should win and create a win-win situation, because there's some kind of a transaction, some form of exchange, generally speaking. Okay, that doesn't happen in every single transaction, of course, but with the transfer of money, you usually pay something in order to get something. Okay.
Yep.
So you've given something away, okay, but you've gained something that you want or need or desire. And I think people have got to. That's my view. I think we should have an abundance mindset when it comes to wealth.
Yeah, and I think it's an important distinction to make. Transactional doesn't have to be financial. What you were just talking about. I give, for example, my time to the gym. In return, the gym makes me fitter, stronger, healthier. So I receive for my time better health. It's the same sort of transactional process.
And it's also, it's more relational as well. You give somebody a lift, okay? But they don't pay you for it, do they?
No.
Usually, unless you're a taxi driver, a bus driver, a train driver, so on and so forth. And so the relational is more important than the transactional.
Yes. Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the thing. It's understanding and this is the mindset of it, understanding where the wealth is in each situation, because I firmly believe that every situation you can draw something from in a positive light, in a positive manner. For example, we'll get in the car. It doesn't matter who drives, you or me, but in the car we'll always have a conversation, and it'll always be growth related, business related, something along those lines. And so there's always, you have a wealth of information and a wealth of knowledge. Clue is in the name there. Wealth of
I think
knowledge.
it's about sharing, because I think sharing, and again, this comes up often from people as well, sort of what is wealth, and they say, sharing the information that I have, but I can't, the quote escapes my mind, but it's something like...
Sharing's caring?
No, it's great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss things, and mediocre minds discuss others.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't remember the exact words, but you get the point.
Yeah.
And that's what happens. So, why talk about the people? It doesn't benefit you in any way whatsoever. And the person talking to you about the other person usually has either they're again maximizing or minimizing them. Okay. So they in awe of them. Okay, and they're saying nice things about them, or there's some kind of a dislike for a particular reason or gender, and they want to push that down your throat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So let's not talk about that. Let's talk about some ideas. How are we going to make things better, different, improve them? Now you got to think.
Yeah.
But we've covered that in other episodes.
Yeah,
so.
we have. And comment on Facebook. Yeah, this is very similar to a growth mindset, and they go hand in hand. Wealth mindset, growth mindset, abundance mindset, all branches on the same tree.
Yeah, they're part of the same family.
So where would you start with the building blocks of wealth, whatever that means to you?
One of the most important things that or exercises I ever did, and people have different names for it, Kieran, was the Wheel of Life.
Yes.
Okay, and there you've got, and you can set this as you please. Okay, so you draw a circle. Okay, and then you can break that down into 4 quarters or 4 parts, 8 parts. Okay, and you can have in there family, health, relationships, money, job, satisfaction, investing, whatever you like. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you go from the middle outwards towards the boundary of the circle. Okay, and you mark it from 1 to 10, and each area is like let's just say the circle's a pie. Each parameter that you set is a piece of the pie, and then you give it a number mark from 1 to 10, 1 being deeply dissatisfied and 10 being extremely satisfied, and then you link it all together, and you see it's not a perfect circle in terms of where you are right now, and think, okay, how do I improve those areas in my life? I think that gives you a good foundation for saying, okay, these are the things that are important to me. So if I can improve this and go from an average of 5 or 6 or 7 to an 8, 9 or 10 or whatever the number might be, and you know what I think about 10, we should always aim towards to get to 10. Nobody actually gets to 10 because otherwise life's probably not worth living, because you've done it.
Got to have something to aim for.
To aspire towards, and then I think that's where I would start.
Yep. Yeah, no. I
don't think that's exactly where I would start.
That's exactly where I would also start. And the quote you were looking for is: "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people."
There you
Eleanor
go.
Roosevelt.
That's the one. Must be somebody important and famous somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you think British people have bad teeth as well?
I don't know. Do we think British people have bad teeth? No, I mean,
yeah.
Awkward.
Roosevelt might have done, but anyway.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
But stereotypically, Americans make the British the bad guys anyway. We're the supervillains and everything, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, do your wheel, and that's great place to start. But also, so I've done my wheel of life, and I've got financial, relationship,
health,
family, health, all the rest of it around there. And I'm looking at it and I'm going, well, I'm okay in health, for example. I reckon I'm a solid 7, maybe an 8, but the divots and stuff. So it focuses the mind, and focus, I think, is a key determining factor over whether or not you achieve wealth. Focus and discipline.
Yeah, sure.
In any of those aspects, you want a good relationship with your mother, father, brother, sister, other half, wife, husband, children. If you apply some focus to that relationship, communication and dedication to that relationship will improve.
And depending obviously on every situation, let bygones be bygones. I mean,
Easier said than done.
There are some situations obviously where
Yeah.
that's extremely difficult. I appreciate that, but for most people, probably not as difficult as they're making it out to be. If that's important to them,
Yeah.
I think I think obviously it ought to be, but
Yeah, I mean,
some people just totally can't stand their parents for certain reasons.
and but on things like that,
Or parents can't stand their child or children.
I think
Things have been done.
on subjects like that.
We're not qualified to give any advice on that whatsoever.
No, but on subjects like that, I think it's at some point somebody's got to take the high road, and forgiveness is incredibly difficult but incredibly important.
Well, it frees you, doesn't it? And freedom, as you know, is such an important thing.
Is an aspect of wealth.
You just let go.
And Faisal says, British Pakistanis have bad teeth. Laughing face. Well, I'm not touching that. I'll let you.
Unless you
have a word on
want to
that,
get into big trouble, I'll probably get in trouble as well. So I won't say anything either.
But yeah, it's growing in each of those individual areas makes all of them far wealthier. Now, when I say aspire to something, aspire to the 10, aspire to the I also think that the 10 for me personally is a moving goalpost, which is why I will never attain